Swiggity sorty, let's get that booty.
What's good? It's your boy Slim Cognito, and I got some news for you, baby. Let me tell you what we've been up to. Because first and foremost, you know, we got to cover what we've been watching, what we've been playing, and finally, the news. So this past 2 weeks, actually, since we haven't had a podcast in 2 weeks, I was out of town. I had to go and visit for a funeral. So yeah, there's that. But not to make things too heavy, we're gonna smooth on past that. Things are better, and we're living with it. We're moving on. Other than that, though, we're back, and these past 2 weeks, I've been watching. Well, I transitioned directly from The Wire and getting all the way caught up with the current season of Snowfall, and now I started Ozark. Oh my god! Let me tell you something. Ozark is one of them shows where it's like the weapon of mass destruction in this game is white privileged. I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what else to call it. Like, you know, but they like this. The main character, Marty Bird, can talk his way almost out of anything. He's just really good at it. It's so good that he could probably sell you your own shirt. It's insane. I love it. I respect it a lot. And the fact that the wife is just along for the ride, she used to be a politician, so she knows how to schmooze and brown nose, but leverage people. And the kids are just along for the ride, and they're becoming just as like corrupt. Like, it's crazy. And they're just like easily just growing into it because they started with it. It's like natural for them almost. Anywho, I'm not getting at nothing. I'm just saying that's how well the kids transition into it. I'm not finna defend what the fuck I said. Y'all understand what I mean. Anyway, now, another thing is, even though that's all I've been watching, I can't stop. I'm on like season 3 in less than 2 weeks. I just been blitzing through it all. And I think I'm on like episode 3 of season 3. And it's been amazing. All of the characters, the way they intertwine and end up with one another, and the way things are like feeding into each other to become this or that, and this character ends up dating this character, and then these people die, so they end up working with these people, and it's like, yo, this is really good wherever this is gonna go. And where it is right now in season 3, it's like they're setting up everything for one episode. It's gonna hit the fan, and it's so good. I can't wait. But other than that, there's character growth and evolution, and it's been crazy. And I didn't know that the fan base was that crazy about this show. Like, they support it heavily. They're crazy about it. It's so good. I think Netflix should keep this show going and don't dare end it. Like, this is one of the best that you got. Keep it going, for real, for real. Another thing that I've been watching is Moon Knight, though. Moon Knight is great. I think I'm one episode behind, which is supposed to be the season finale. I need to watch that. But otherwise, amazing show. Can't wait to see more. Want to see more seasons. They kind of got cheated out of the Emmys because the show was more than one season, and it has to be only one season to be nominated. But still, even though he deserves an award for his performance, it's very unfair, but it is what it is, and it'll be fine. It's a great show, and it shines in that way, so he's shining in that fashion. Hey, I'm getting better. See, I'm actually looking at the camera and not looking to the side over at the OBS while I'm recording. Anywho's, now let's keep this in mind, though. I feel like Moon Knight could bring in some interesting Marvel characters and fold them directly into the MCU. But the beautiful thing about Moon Knight is that they didn't have any tidbits about the MCU in it, like connecting it with someone else. Because honestly, there's a scene where he's told to rewind the sky so he can see the stars on a specific night in order to judge a constellation and read a map. Use that constellation to read a map. And if anything, Doctor Strange and all of his people should have been on red alert about him moving the sky in such a fashion. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Other than that, though, great show. Love it. The script, the acting, the action, the fight scenes, the suit looks great. Everything works. Everything works. And I've never really been a fan of Moon Knight, and I'm sure there's not really many, but this works out, and I can't wait to see more. Now, another thing that's been on my plate in terms of what I've been playing. Let's transition over. We've been playing quite a bit, actually. We've been diving into some new things. One of those things has to be a lot of horror games, actually. We this past week we played Emily Wants to Play 2, or Emily Wants to Play, and then eventually we'll play Emily Wants to Play 2, which is a pretty good horror game, very good mechanics, and it's great on a psychological sense on making you afraid and getting you scared every single jump scare. So kudos to that team. They did a great job, and they actually made a sequel. So we're going to see, and I'll be able to judge my opinions on it once I compare the sequel. I don't want to judge the first game because I think, indie developers are good at learning from their mistakes. You should probably take a page from them AA, AAA. Well, AA, they kind of learn. Anywho, let's move forward. I still have yet to beat Elden Ring because I'm afraid for it to end. Yep, that's the truth. That's exactly what it is. I'm afraid for Elden Ring to end. I love the game so much that I don't want to beat it, but I'm gonna have to eventually. And it's an amazing game. I can't sing more praises than anybody else on the internet already has. Anywho's, I've been going crazy on retro achievements lately. Now, of course, I've already gotten, and I haven't mentioned it on the pod yet, but I'm gonna tell y'all now, I've got my first retro achievement badge. And for those who don't know, retro achievements are literally, as it sounds, there are achievements set up for retro games via emulation. Now, the thing about these achievements is that they're actually challenging and well made based on the skills that people have after mastering these games for so many years. And there's even some achievements based around like skills from speedrunners and whatnot, and capabilities and tricks. So it's super interesting and very fun. It adds a lot of fun to older games. And the first badge that I received was Marvel vs. Capcom for the PlayStation 1. And there was a lot of different things that you have to do in order to pop the Chivos that weren't too difficult, but I made it work and it was fun. And the craziest thing, I popped that Chivo while I was out of town, and I was using DuckStation on my phone, which has built-in retro achievement compatibility. So here we are. All I needed was a DualShock, connected it to my phone, and I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom. And I got all the achievements, before I even got back home. So that was pretty convenient. All you need is an internet connection and a DualShock, and you're golden. You're gaming on the go. After that, though, I've been working on. Let's see. We moved from that, and we started working on Toy Story 2 for the PlayStation 1 retro achievements. But aside from Toy Story, I moved to Super Metroid, my favorite game of all time, and I got the badge on it, which was actually pretty effortless. I did it in about 2 sessions, 2 sit-downs or so, maybe 3, and it was hella possible. Pretty easy. Yeah, I won't say it's pretty easy because it was kind of challenging to get the expert escape, which is supposed to be sub 2 minutes, I think. And it took a little skill, but it was fun figuring it out and it didn't take too long. So yeah, I'm a fan. Who knew? Also, in the future, don't get comfortable with the face, okay? Because I just might put the shades on for the rest of these episodes. But y'all let me know what you think about this, because I'm not comfortable at all. But anyway, now, another thing in the retro achievements, I'm going to catch y'all all the way up because there's a lot to cover, is I've already finished another badge. We got the badge for Super Metroid and Marvel's Capcom, but I also just finished the badge literally yesterday, last night. I just finished another badge for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo, which is a pretty good beat 'em up. It's actually super dope. And the last 2 levels of the entire game turns into a fighting game between Megazords and monsters. And shit fire, actually. It worked. Like, it's legit moves and things, jumps, high attack, low attack, all of that. It's not bad. And the achievement for those 2 fights may be the hardest ones in the whole set, which is basically you have to beat both of those bosses without taking a single hit, hitless. And boy, it took some doing. Now the first one, It was a little rough, but after a bit of trial and error, it was done in about, say, 20 minutes or so. But that second boss, the last final boss, bro, I know that took me every bit of about maybe like 2 hours to figure out the trick. But once I figured the trick out and I started trying it, it took me about 30 minutes, maybe 45. So yeah, and I got it done. So yeah, we got 3 badges. And if you want to see these retro achievements, you can go ahead and just check out the website itself. It's called retroachievements.org. And there's everything there. You can make yourself an account for free and get yourself a retro arc and log in, and you'll be good to go. It's literally that simple. All you need is an internet connection and you're golden. And from there, they'll just show you the achievements when they pop in once you complete the task. The achievements for every single game that is available with achievements, you can just look it up on the site and they will show you what the prerequisites or the requirement to pop that achievement. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Actually dope, super supportive of it. Great effort from a small group of people, and I love it. And there's a whole community behind it, and I'm a part of the community now because, like I said, I love it. Next, I have 3 badges already, and I'm working on another. But beyond that, something else I wanted to tell y'all about. We've been playing Fortnite lately because they got the 0 builds mode. And the thing about 0 builds is that it can be fun and fair. The only problem is tanks, vehicles, and battle buses. That is annoying. And now we have helicopters. But it is what it is. Now, so I decided to play a little bit of Fortnite while offline to try to figure some things out, you know, and get a feel for everything. And I decided to just, the main thing that kept me raging and salty about those online shooters is that I have to depend on teammates and they are not getting it, okay? So I just went out on a limb and tried to do solos, and I was like, damn. I ended up winning a match within the hour, and I racked up like 11, 12 kills. It was amazing. I can't get enough. It was astounding even. And if I can do some more of that, well, yeah. Anywho's, now beyond that, of course, y'all know the days of the week. Tuesdays we do horror games. Wednesdays we do shooters, and Thursdays we play retro achievements, and we already talked about that. So we're gonna move to Fridays, which is usually reserved for fighting games. We fooled around with some fighting games, and I decided to transition to a beat 'em up because that's a good loophole, and it's my system, damn it. Anywho's, the thing about that there, I'm gonna need more people that's into fighting games before I start doing it like that, you know? Like, fighting games are dope, and I've been having fun getting into them, and I've had some people actually get me into some stuff that I never had a chance to play. I've played some SNK games that I've never touched in my life and been introduced to Garrow Mark of the Wolves, which might be my favorite so far. But I still got some other stuff to just, you know, test out, try out, and really look into. But yeah, I'm on a journey to just test out fighting games that I've never played, and can't wait to find more. And I would love for y'all to join in, you know, show me some of that. That would be dope. Anywho's, and then Saturday's a super smooth stream where we just play and do whatever, and it was a good time. And we decided to start something special. Announcement, ding ding ding, burn 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 burn. You know what I mean? We got a new anthology on the horizon. It was a slight interruption. I'm a week behind. It was supposed to start on May, but like I said, I had things come up. But this month of May is dedicated to Devil May Cry. So this whole entire month, we'll be playing Devil May Cry from Devil May Cry 1 to 2 to 3, 4, and 5, and the reboot. So these 6 games we will beat before the month is done. At least that's the mission. We're going to find out if we can. And if necessary, we'll transition off of the daily schedule and just focus on Devil May Cry. We'll see if that works. Otherwise, what else? What else am I supposed to do? So anyway, yeah, here we are. Yeah. Anywho, my eye is bloodshot red for no reason. All right, so after all of that, let's just jump right on into it. Y'all know what it is, and that is the news. So first things first on the docket, PlayStation decided to go ahead and just let it be known what every one of their studios are working on. And right now, Team Asobi that made that PlayStation demo for the PS5, they're working on a 3D action game. Sucker Punch is working on a narrative open world game right now. And after that, they'll be working on a multiplayer game. You got Sony Santa Monica Studios working on God of War Ragnarok, of course. And after that, their second project is going to be a new AAA IP. And Insomniac Games is working on Spider-Man 2. Second project will be Wolverine, and third will be a multiplayer game. Polyphony Digital working on Gran Turismo. Guerrilla working on an unannounced multiplayer title. Naughty Dog is working on a standalone multiplayer game. Second project is going to be a AAA narrative and storytelling game, and third project is going to be an unannounced title. So we don't know. San Diego Studio, MLB The Show, and a new IP third-person action game will be second. Current project for London Studio is new online AAA IP. Pixel Opus is working on a new IP. Binge Studio, AAA new IP. And Binge Studio, for those who don't know, are those who have done Days Gone. Let's see. And more importantly, Bluepoint is working on an original AAA IP. Bluepoint is usually known for making remakes for classic PS2 games or PlayStation games. They did the remake for Shadows of the Colossus and the Demon Souls remake. Valkyrie Entertainment also working on God of War Ragnarok. I guess it's a joint studio effort. And their second project will be a strategy title. Nixus is a co-development studio, a support studio, as well as external development studio XDev. So yeah, everything else is basically a bunch of things that has to do with whether it's mocap or audio, outsourced things within the studios that they need, but they have the materials or, etc. Say for instance, developing a game, you may have a studio that has state-of-the-art motion capture rooms and materials and equipment. They hire or at least rent that equipment or services. And that's what they do for these games. They don't really have it in-house. Some places have it in-house, but most of the time you're going to see them reach out and do business with people who have those materials. Anywho, quick rundown. Apparently there's a little leak that says that GTA 6 is allegedly launching in 2024. And according to a presentation of a publisher, it's supposed to be set in like a Vice City type setting like Miami. So yeah, whatever that means, we'll just have to see. Anywho's, the only other thing that's important that I'd have to mention is that Microsoft and Epic has teamed up to sidestep Apple's Fortnite ban. And this is kind of crazy, so let me give you a quick rundown on this and then we're gonna get out of here. Alright, so apparently Microsoft decided to use its Xbox Cloud Gaming service and the Xbox Everywhere initiative that they've been running around with, and they're going to use that to host a server for Fortnite's availability to download, play, and stream. So yeah, they found a way around. Basically, it's business in a nutshell. If you won't allow me, then I will find a way around you. And that's it. That's the point. I like that. So yeah, Fortnite's back for everybody that's on an Apple device. And congratulations, I'm happy for you all. I mean, who knows? But yeah, what's more to say about that? Let's just hope Apple doesn't get all butthurt about it and try to do something, because that would make things way worse. But I doubt they will. Anywho's, that 30% markup tax that they were taking, that cut that they were taking, non-existent. They're on the new things, and I'm proud. I'm glad to see it. I like to see someone fighting back against it, and that's great. Good job, Epic. Good job, Sweeney. Let's move on. But anyway, that's all the news that I wanted to really talk about. My voice is starting to get dry, and I need some water. It's very parched. So I'm gonna get out of here, and I appreciate everything. And if you enjoyed the content, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and give it a like and maybe a sub, and you can see some more of this, because we can cover some other things. I want to have a deep dive into certain topics and cover other bits of media, and maybe even actually start making my retrospectives that I've been planning on making. So go ahead and catch that, because there's a lot of things to be said, whether we're having another video deep diving and examining the philosophical meaning of The Last of Us, or just over analyzing something simple like name whatever common indie game that you can find. I don't know. Either way, I think it's gonna be fun, don't you? But always remember the channel motto, y'all. Intents are the most important. Actions another blot on words don't mean a damn thing. Y'all take care of yourselves and peace. Hey, shut up. I'm right. What? Hey, man. The fuck is all this?
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light. I should have been the one to quench your thirst with Sprite. I should have packed my bag so I could spend the night.
I'm giving it to you.
I wanted to hit, but I found out you're a die.
My father's also here now. Rest in peace.
Who the fuck is that? What? Can I throw something at the bitch? Oh fuck! Ah! Shit! Ah! Ah! Okay. 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 Okay.